Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm glad you stopped by. Today, we're diving into a topic I know many of you have been curious about. What are the best questions to ask a woman? Especially when you're trying to build a genuine connection or keep the conversation flowing on a first date. Now, I'm not saying you should memorize a script or go into a date like you're reading off cue cards. That's not the vibe. But having a few thoughtful questions in your back pocket can make things a whole lot smoother, especially if you're someone who tends to get a little nervous. The key here is curiosity. Ask because you want to know her, not because you're trying to impress her. I've put together 6 solid questions that can help you break the ice, connect on a deeper level, and figure out whether there's real potential for something more. These aren't boring interview-style questions. They're designed to spark meaningful conversations. Use the ones that feel right for you and leave the rest. Hopefully, this gives you a little confidence boost heading into your next date. 1. What does a typical day look like for you? This question is a fantastic way to get to know someone beyond the usual, "What do you do for work?" It opens up a conversation about how she spends her time overall, morning to night, not just what she does from 9 to 5. People are creatures of habit, and by asking this, you get a sneak peek into her lifestyle, priorities, and daily routine. Does she start her day with a workout or meditation? Does she work long hours, or does she have a more flexible schedule? What does she like to do when the day winds down? These are the kind of answers that paint a full picture of who she is. You can also learn a lot about her personality here. Someone who says their day is packed with meetings, errands, and social events might have a very different rhythm than someone who values downtime and solo activities. And it's not just about compatibility, it also gives you an opportunity to connect on shared habits. Maybe you both enjoy slow mornings with coffee and a book, or maybe you both are night owls who get creative after midnight. Plus, this question can naturally lead to follow-up topics: favorite coffee spots, after-work hobbies, gym routines, or weekend plans. It keeps the conversation flowing in a natural and engaging way while showing her you're genuinely interested in who she is beyond the surface. 2. What's something you've always wanted to try but haven't yet? This question taps into her sense of adventure, curiosity, and unfulfilled desires. It's exciting because it invites her to open up about the dreams she hasn't chased yet, whether it's skydiving, starting her own business, learning a language, or traveling solo across Europe. You're not just asking about her bucket list, you're asking about the things that stir her soul, the goals that linger in the back of her mind. That's powerful. It also gives you insight into what motivates her and how she views life. If she says she's always wanted to try stand-up comedy, that might tell you she's brave, loves making people laugh, or is working on building confidence. If she wants to adopt a dog or volunteer overseas, that shows compassion. These answers can reveal so much about her values and personality. Best of all, it opens the door to future possibilities. You could say, "That sounds amazing, what's stopping you?" Or even, "We should try that together sometime." It's playful but meaningful. It helps you bond over ambition and creativity instead of staying in small talk territory. And on your end, you can share your own dreams too. Vulnerability creates connection, and when both people share things they've always wanted to do, it sets the tone for a deeper, more inspiring conversation. 3. What's your go-to way to recharge when life gets stressful? Everyone deals with stress, and how someone chooses to unwind says a lot about them. This question digs deeper than asking about hobbies or weekend plans. It reveals what she needs emotionally and mentally to feel balanced again when life gets overwhelming. Maybe she needs alone time with a book, a long hike in nature, dancing to loud music, or just venting to her best friend over wine. This is a great way to explore emotional awareness. Is she the kind of person who processes stress in a healthy, constructive way? Or does she avoid it until it builds up? Either way, it tells you how she copes with pressure, and if your energy matches hers. If you're someone who likes to talk things out, and she prefers silent solitude, that's useful to know early on. It also gives you an opportunity to connect on shared habits. If you both decompress by going for a run or watching comedy shows, That's an easy way to build chemistry. And don't forget, it shows you care about her well-being, not just her surface traits. When you ask this, it communicates maturity and emotional depth. It tells her you're someone who thinks beyond attraction and into real-life compatibility. This kind of question shifts the energy from casual conversation into something more genuine and real. 4. What's something that instantly puts a smile on your face? This question is all about sparking joy. It shifts the energy of the conversation into something light, positive, and emotionally uplifting. Everyone has those little things that brighten their day. Maybe it's the smell of fresh coffee, a song that brings back good memories, or their pet doing something silly. When she shares her answer, she's giving you insight into the pure, simple things that make her feel happy. This is also a powerful tool for emotional connection. When you get someone to talk about what makes them smile, they naturally feel more positive, and that feeling can become associated with you. You're creating a good emotional vibe in the conversation, and people remember how you make them feel more than what you say. It also opens the door for playful teasing or future moments together. If she says sunsets or random acts of kindness, you can use that later to create shared experiences. Maybe you send her a picture of a sunset, or bring her a small gift just because. These little moments of attentiveness matter. Plus, this question can transition easily into deeper topics. You might ask why that thing makes her happy, or share what lights you up. Conversations like this are how chemistry builds, not just from physical attraction, but from emotional resonance and shared happiness. 5. What's a relationship lesson you've learned the hard way? Now we're diving into the real stuff. This question takes the conversation out of the shallow end and straight into meaningful territory. You're not prying into her past relationships in a judgmental way. You're asking what she learned. It's a mature question, and it tells you how much self-awareness she has. Did she take accountability? Did she grow from it? Or does she still hold on to resentment and blame? Her answer will give you insight into her emotional maturity and how she views love. It also gives you the chance to share your own growth. Maybe you learned that communication is everything, or that you stayed too long in a situation where your needs weren't being met. These kinds of exchanges help you both connect as people who've been through things and come out wiser. It's also a respectful way to check compatibility. If she says she learned not to ignore red flags, that's a sign she values self-respect now. If she learned the importance of boundaries, that's good to know. You're not digging into drama, you're checking for emotional depth. And let's be real, most people don't ask questions like this on a first or second date. That's exactly why it works. It shows you're someone who isn't afraid of emotional conversations and that you care about growth, not just romance. 6. If you could describe your ideal connection in one sentence, what would it be? This question might seem simple, but it's deeply revealing. You're asking her to sum up what she truly wants, not just in terms of attraction, but emotional energy, communication style, trust, and chemistry. It forces clarity. If she says, someone who feels like home, that tells you she's seeking comfort and emotional safety. If she says, exciting, playful, and honest, that tells you she values fun, but with a foundation of trust. This question also makes her reflect. Most people haven't actually thought about what they want in one sentence. It puts her in a vulnerable but empowered space, where she defines love on her terms. That's powerful. And when she answers, it gives you a crystal clear idea of whether you can meet those emotional needs. Plus, it's a great chance to share your sentence. Maybe it's someone I can grow with while laughing through the chaos of life. When you both share, you're literally defining the kind of connection you're looking for. That's not just powerful, it's rare. This isn't a cheesy question. It's deep without being dramatic. It invites honesty without pressure. It builds intimacy without rushing it. That's how real connections start, not by luck, but by being intentional. So to wrap this all up, these 6 questions are a great way to deepen your conversations, get to know her on a real level, and figure out if your values and lifestyles align. They're open-ended, thoughtful, and make room for genuine connection without feeling forced. Just remember, don't fire these off like you're conducting a job interview. Let things flow naturally, be genuinely interested in her answers, and have fun with it. These questions are here to help you feel more relaxed and confident, especially if you sometimes struggle to keep the conversation going. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And hey, drop a comment below. What's your favorite first date question? Or if you're a guy, what question do you wish women would ask you? Share your thoughts and help each other out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.